My heart is where the Hebrew home is. For where the heart is, that's where you find the Hebrew home. Hebrew home, Hebrew home. Good morning, Hebrew home. My home, my heart is where the Hebrew home is. For where the heart is, that's where you find the Hebrew home.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Good Morning Hebrew Home. I am your new Thursday host, Catherine Farrell, and we are coming to you live from Studio B. We have an exciting episode for you today, so let's jump right in and get started. Today is Thursday, April 8th, and the time is 10:30. The weather for today, gorgeous. I don't really need to say much more, but it's a good deal of sunshine. The high is 68 degrees, and the winds are south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour, which is pretty light for being right in the area that we are, coming right off the water. So please take a moment to get yourselves outside, enjoy some sunshine, and get some vitamin D. The national day for today is National All Is Ours Day, National Empanada Day. I love empanadas, but they are extremely challenging to make. My husband once had this idea that he wanted to make empanadas from scratch, including the dough and the filling and all of that. It probably took us 3 hours. They were delicious and really, really good, but it took a long time. So anyway, enjoy your empanadas. And it's also National Zoo Lovers Day. So happy National Days. On this day in history, in 1789, the U.S. House of Representatives holds its first meeting. Then jumping way forward, in 1968, gangsters Henry Hill and Jimmy Burke commit the Air France robbery, stealing $420,000. So I put this in because Goodfellas is a movie that was made several decades ago now, but it was about those gangsters, Henry Hill and Jimmy, and it starred Ray Liotta, and it's actually one of my top 3 favorite movies still. So give us a call. Let us know what your top 3 favorite movies are. Mine are Goodfellas, True Romance, and also The Big Lebowski. So a little insight on me. And tell us what your favorites are. In 1974, we're still on this day in history. In 1974, this is for our baseball fans, Hank Aaron hits his 715th home run, breaking Babe Ruth's record. And then in 1983, in front of a live audience of 20 tourists, David Copperfield makes the Statue of Liberty disappear, which is pretty amazing. In 1990, Twin Peaks, created by David Lynch and starring Kyle MacLachlan, premieres on ABC TV. I remember watching that TV show, and then finally the whole series came out on VHS or DVD, and it was one of my favorite TV shows, and maybe that started my interest in sort of the dark TV shows about murder and mystery. Anyway, Twin Peaks, one of my favorites. Birthdays, our residents, we do not have any residents celebrating a birthday today, but we do have 2 staff, Evelyn and Sandra, both in nursing. Happy birthday to you. Our celebrities selling birthdays today. Okay, so 1918, Betty Ford was born. She was the U.S. First Lady and founder of the Betty Ford Center Clinic. She was born in Chicago, Illinois. And then in 1966, Robin Wright, she's an American actress, and she starred in The Princess Bride, another favorite, House of Cards, which is a TV show. She was born in Dallas, Texas. So happy birthday. All of the celebrities celebrating, all of the Hebrew Home staff celebrating, and all of you out there celebrating. Enjoy your day. It's a gorgeous one. moving on. So the horoscope, so we're still in Aries. For April 8th, 2021, the Aries horoscope says, Aries will likely be ready to start the weekend on a high note. You could feel a call to kick the weekday blues to the curb and embrace your full self just a little early. A great energy can surge within you and call you to desire a little Aries-ish adventure. What will you do with this boost? And today's soul advice: when you are going to bed, do your recount all of your successes for the day. You deserve to take time and revel in your victories. You have conquered many battles in this world, and there are both big and little triumphs each and every day. Take pride in those wins, small and large alike. All right, so we're moving on to the menus. Our kosher menu for lunch today, we're having sloppy joe with white rice and steamed veggies. Then for dessert, pears. And the kosher menu for dinner, the soup is mushroom barley, entree is lasagna with broccoli, and dessert is vanilla ice cream. So for the non-kosher menu, lunch today is beef lo mein, and then grapes for dessert. And then dinner, very similar to the kosher menu, a little different. It's Italian vegetable soup with a vegetable cheese lasagna, garlic bread, and also for dessert, vanilla ice cream. So enjoy those wonderful, delicious meals today, everyone. I've been checking the viewer mail call line, and we haven't had any messages. Mailbox is empty. So come on, guys, give us a call. Give us some feedback. Tell us something you want to hear about, something you're interested in, something you'd like us to cover on the show. The number to call is 2813. Or you can also reach out to your friendly TAP staff person, and they can get us the message. All right, so for our positive news story today, maybe it's just me, but we're going again with an animal story. And this one is from the Good News Network. The title is Dog Saved from Icy River After 4 Days Gets Adopted by the Rescuer, and a new name, Miracle. So 4 days and 3 nights this past February, a dog stranded on an ice float in the frigid waters of the Detroit River between the US and Canada, he struggled to stay alive. Even though the situation was desperate, the dog held out for a miracle and finally got one. First spotted by a wildlife photographer shooting images on the Michigan bank of the river, soon enough, concerned parties on both sides of the border were struggling to find a way to save the imperiled pup, but the extreme elements were against them. After tapping numerous resources, it seemed no one could help, but determined rescuers refused to give up. Quote, "We had to fight for him," Patricia Trevino of the River Rouge Animal Shelter told WXYZ Detroit. "It was a level of frustration I've never felt because this was a life. It was out there in front of us and we could all see it." That's when Jude Mead and his son, who owned a marine construction company in Windsor, Ontario, took the helm of the life-saving operation, literally. He's setting off in an airboat loaned to them by the BASF Corporation. The pair were able to pilot their way across the ice, finding and securing the dog with relative ease. After having spent such a prolonged period in sub-zero temperatures, much of the time under stressful threat of prowling coyotes nearby, the poor pooch was in pretty rough shape. Once ashore, though, he was immediately taken to Woodhaven Animal Hospital for evaluation. The diagnosis confirmed the young dog suffered frostbite, dehydration, and pancreatitis as a result of the ordeal. However, the veterinarians speculated that the dog's badly matted fur was possibly a blessing in disguise, keeping him from further harm. Quote, "I feel like what saved him out there is the fact that he wasn't groomed and his coat was pelted." Woodhaven vet Dr. Lucretia Greer told the Detroit Free Press he had literally like a layer of insulation that protected him from the water and the ice, and it protected him from freezing to death. But he's a miracle. So after successful treatment and recovery, the lucky pup, who'd been going by the name Alonzo, was aptly renamed Miracle and put up for adoption. So while there were many contenders for the role of the new pet parent, when the man who'd plucked him from the ice stepped forward to lay his claim, the shelter staff agreed that nothing could feel more right than reuniting them. Today, the story came full circle. Today, the little miracle dog was placed into the hands of the hero who saved his life. That's right. This dog who defied all the odds will now live happily ever after with the man who saved his life. So, Miracle could not ask for a more better or ideal family to love him, and this is a picture of the rescuer and Miracle. This is when they first pulled him off the ice, and then the next picture is him being treated by the vets. So, super exciting, positive news for Miracle and for the rescuer, who now has a loving new family member. And so, congrats to all of you. Anyway, that's our show for today, guys. We just wanted to make a quick announcement. As you all know, our community programs have resumed. Yay! We can't be more happy about this. But I do want to remind everyone to please reach out to your Friendly Tap person to sign up for art studio programs, bingo, Catholic services, Shabbats, or wellness programs. And this is even if you can get there on your own, please definitely reach out. We have to make sure that social distancing protocols are in place. So there are some max capacity limitations. Again, we just want to make sure that we know who's coming to the program so that we can properly plan for it. Anyway, our programming notes for today. So for the broadcast channel, the live broadcast channel 8, 1:30 we have Wellness with Deborah, and then at 2:30 on A Musical Note with Peter, and then on channel 88, which is our streaming channel, 4 o'clock we have DeRote Presents Music Appreciation. At 6:30, a replay of this show, and then at 7, our Thursday night movie. Tonight's movie is John Lewis, Good Trouble, which is a film that explores Georgia representatives' 60-plus years of social activism and legislative action on civil rights, voting rights, gun control, healthcare reform, and immigration. So, gang, that's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please reach out. Let us know your thoughts, your comments, your questions. You can dial 2813 from any internal phone. All right. Enjoy the beautiful day.